The American people deserve to know what is happening in our skies. It is long overdue.
What I personally witnessed was very disturbing.
For decades, whispers of unidentified flying objects and secret government files have fueled curiosity.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologic?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Mysterious lights in the sky, strange metallic crafts, and unexplained encounters were often dismissed as misidentified aircraft or tricks of the mind. But now, the narrative is shifting. The Pentagon has broken its silence, revealing evidence that was hidden from the public eye for generations. This is proof that something extraordinary has been watching and perhaps visiting our world all along.
A NASA task force is holding its first meeting on UFOs, public meeting, I should say.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No.
UFO evidence by Pentagon. For decades, governments around the world have hinted at unexplained aerial phenomena, but concrete evidence has remained elusive until now. A recently leaked photograph appears to confirm what UFO enthusiasts and whistleblowers have long claimed. Alien technology is real, and the evidence has been quietly hidden at the highest levels. The leaked photo shows a small group of men in suits, standing and seated, surrounding a dark, pentagon-shaped craft. Unlike conventional aircraft, the craft is not flat. Instead, its center rises sharply, giving it an almost otherworldly geometry. The edges of the object are frayed, as it is worn or partially degraded, hinting at a history that remains completely unknown. The Pentagon has officially confirmed it is investigating UFOs, with several sightings and recovered materials under scrutiny. Yet, when they are pressed about this particular craft, officials refuse to reveal its origin based on security and classification protocols. UFO experts and enthusiasts remain baffled by the composition, structure, and purpose of the craft, as it looks different from normal human-made crafts. What makes this photo leak so extraordinary is where the UFO is placed. The photograph seems to have been captured during a high-level briefing, possibly meant only for top military or intelligence officials. This brings up the question, what else are they hiding from us? The fact that the photo has resurfaced shows that someone with access to this high-level meeting felt compelled to make the world see the UFO evidence they had hidden for decades. Of course, many skeptics don't believe this, but analysts are looking at the details in the photo, like the men in black standing around it and the craft's unusual design. Even the weird surface of the UFO points to something that might just be alien. For years, UFO evidence was dismissed as myths or misidentification, but this image offers a glimpse into what's really happening behind the scenes. But that's not the only UFO evidence hidden for decades that they finally showed. They're coming clean about the Black Knight satellite and its hidden evidence over the years. Black Knight satellite. The Black Knight satellite has intrigued enthusiasts and skeptics alike for decades. Allegedly orbiting Earth for over 13,000 years, this enigmatic object has been the subject of numerous theories and investigations. In 1899, inventor Nikola Tesla reported receiving unexplained radio signals during his experiments in Colorado Springs. He speculated that these signals might be of extraterrestrial origin. Later, in 1928, Norwegian engineer Jørgen Hals detected long-delayed echoes, further fueling speculation about alien communications. But at that time, scientists didn't understand this phenomenon. Still, more evidence came in 1954 when the UFO researcher Donald Keyhoe reported that the U.S. Air Force had detected 2 artificial satellites orbiting Earth. At that time, no country had the technology to launch satellites, leaving widespread speculation about their origins. But skeptics are saying that Keyhoe was actually promoting a UFO book at that time, and so no one should take him seriously. More evidence about the Black Knight satellite came in the late 1950s and 1960s, when astronomers in France and the US reported sightings of a dark satellite moving in a retrograde orbit, east to west. It was strange and caused them to wonder whether it was some advanced alien technology. although the Black Knight satellite continues to captivate the imagination despite all the evidence. Another piece of UFO evidence that has been revealed is that of the Tic Tac UFO, which was seen 2 decades ago but is finally exposed today. Tic Tac UFO. In November 2004, a perplexing encounter off the coast of Southern California ignited widespread intrigue. Commander David Fravor was piloting an FA-18F Hornet from the USS Nimitz with his wingman, and they were shocked when they saw a white oblong object that looked a lot like a tic-tac hovering above the ocean. This object exhibited extraordinary flight capabilities, including rapid acceleration and sudden directional changes. In fact, it defied all the known aviation principles. After Fravor's encounter, Lieutenant Commander Chad Underwood decided to get some evidence. He used an infrared camera to capture video footage of the object. This footage, known as the FLIR-1 video, was hidden for decades and only known as rumors among the Air Force. But it was only in 2017 that the video was released by the Pentagon. Even after the release, the Pentagon didn't release any statement about it. By 2021, the world finally knew the secret of the Tic Tac UFO when the U.S. intelligence report on unidentified aerial phenomena included the Tic Tac incident while mentioning that the object had flight characteristics that were nothing like the current technological capabilities. These included high velocity, maneuverability, and the ability to submerge into water without any visible propulsion. The Tic Tac UFO is definitely compelling evidence, but another one worth mentioning is the Cube in a Sphere UAP that is still baffling the Pentagon today. Cube in a Sphere UAP, the Cube in a Sphere UFO, is among the most perplexing and enduring anomalies in the history of UFO evidence. This phenomenon describes an object that looks like a cube enclosed within a transparent spherical shell. What makes this pretty scary to scientists, the government, and UFO enthusiasts is the fact that the UFO has been spotted multiple times over decades, almost like something is spying on us. One of the earliest and most notable reports comes from 1960, when 2 pilots, one military and one civilian, observed a cube within a sphere over New Mexico. According to both pilots, the object hovered for about half an hour before it disappeared. In more recent years, more people have been interested in UFOs. Many have shared videos on social media revealing that they saw this object. The reports have been sporadic, but seem to hold some truth, especially with all the witness descriptions over the decades. It's definitely not a figment of the imagination. Investigations into UAPs like the Cube in a Sphere UFO continue, showing us mysteries that we can't understand. But the government is also revealing some evidence about Aeron, a weird space object that they are still trying to understand. Aeron anomalous space object. In August 2025, a peculiar interstellar object entered our solar system, sparking debates among scientists and UFO enthusiasts alike. Dubbed the Aeron anomalous space object, this entity has defied conventional explanations, leading some researchers to propose that it might be an alien probe. It was first spotted by astronomers using ground-based telescopes and space observatories. Its trajectory suggested that it was not bound by the sun's gravity, which meant that it was an interstellar visitor. Unlike the normal comets or asteroids, the Aeron object had some strange characteristics. It didn't have a visible tail, and the speed was very weird. One of the weirdest parts of the Aeron object is the shape. Some observations suggest that it has a cylindrical or elongated form, which is strange for natural space debris. So, it might just be an artificial construct, like a probe sent by an advanced civilization. The scientific community is still scared and cautious about this object and its unusual properties, and no one wants to jump to conclusions about what it could be. Still, there are many theories that it might just be related to extraterrestrial life and alien technology, which we have been chasing for years. But sometimes, the evidence revealed is eyewitness accounts, and although there's no video proof, they remain some of the best ways to find UFOs. Gordon Cooper sightings. For an eyewitness account to be counted as actual evidence, it should have been spotted by a reputable person. Gordon Cooper, one of NASA's original 7 astronauts, was not only a trailblazer in space exploration, but also a credible witness to unexplained aerial phenomena. His first-hand accounts have fueled ongoing debates about UFOs and government transparency. His first piece of evidence was in 1951, when he was serving as a U.S. Air Force pilot. In 1951, Cooper revealed that he observed multiple UFOs of varying sizes flying in tight, fighter-like formations over West Germany. He noted that these objects were at an altitude so high that his jet couldn't reach them and moved with precision, which suggested they were being controlled by intelligent software. Another piece of evidence came in 1963 during Cooper's Mercury Atlas 9 mission aboard Faith 7, where he saw a glowing green object approaching his capsule. The object was also detected by radar at the Muchia tracking station in Australia. It made a sharp turn and accelerated away, moving in a way that's different from known technology. Throughout his life, Cooper advocated for transparency regarding UFOs, asking for a coordinated program to collect and analyze data on UFO encounters. That's what the Pentagon is doing now, as they finally show UFO evidence that was hidden for decades. But not all UFOs were spotted in the sky. Sometimes they crash into the ground, yet no one can understand them. Betts Sphere. In March 1974, the Betts family of Fort George Island, Florida, discovered a peculiar metallic sphere while inspecting a brush fire. Measuring approximately 8 inches in diameter and weighing around 22 pounds, the object resembled a large ball bearing. Initially, the family speculated it might be a cannonball from the colonial era. However, its unusual behavior soon suggested otherwise. The sphere exhibited some strange characteristics. For one, it emitted a throbbing sound whenever it was stuck and rolled autonomously across the floor. It even changed direction without any external force. The phenomenon prompted the Betts family to carry out more experiments, and they found out that the sphere responded to sounds, vibrations, and even physical gestures. It was more like the sphere was following individuals around the house. When the U.S. Navy examined the object and identified it as a ball check valve used in industrial applications. However, this explanation did little to quell public curiosity. Skeptics and enthusiasts have come up with many theories, and many thought that the sphere was a piece of alien technology. Till this day, no one understands what this strange UFO is, whether it's a probe or a piece of alien tech that landed on our planet suddenly. But sometimes, the UFOs that land on our planet come with even human evidence. Valiant Thor. The Pentagon is finally revealing some UFO evidence after many decades of something that you won't even believe. The event was in March 1957, when a 300-foot spacecraft reportedly landed in Alexandria, Virginia. Emerging from the craft was a humanoid named Valiant Thor, who claimed to be from Venus and requested to meet President Dwight D. Eisenhower. According to Frank E. Strange's 1967 book Stranger at the Pentagon, Thor was granted access to the Pentagon, where he allegedly resided for 3 years, meeting with high-ranking officials, including Eisenhower and Vice President Richard Nixon. Thor's mission was to offer advanced technology and guidance to help humanity overcome challenges such as war, disease, and hunger. He purportedly presented inventions like a zero-carbon energy device and a material replicator. Despite his peaceful intentions, Thor's proposals were reportedly blocked by the CIA and Department of Defense, leading to his eventual departure. Stranges, a UFO researcher and evangelist, claimed to have had direct contact with Thor, learning about extraterrestrial life, advanced technology, and interplanetary governance. However, the authenticity of Strange's accounts and the existence of Thor remain subjects of debate. While some view the story as a compelling narrative, others consider it a work of fiction or a hoax. It's always hard to believe some of these UFO sightings and evidence, but the Pentagon just keeps on releasing strange videos. Go Fast. One of the videos is the famous Go Fast UFO video, which continues to baffle the Navy today. In 2015, U.S. Navy pilots aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt captured a perplexing video known as the GOFAST footage, which was later declassified by the Pentagon. Once it was declassified, the world was shocked to learn this new evidence about the existence of UFOs. The grainy black and white infrared video shows a small, unidentified object darting rapidly over the ocean's surface. The object in the video was moving at high speeds and erratically, with characteristics that completely defy human-made aircraft. The video also recorded the reactions of the pilots, saying, "Oh my gosh, dude." This shows the unusual nature of the encounter. The video was recorded using the Raytheon ATFLIR, also known as the Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking Infrared Pod, a sophisticated targeting system designed for precision tracking. At first, the Pentagon's AARO suggested that the object's apparent speed was an optical illusion caused by parallax, a perspective effect that can make distant objects appear closer and faster than they are. It seems like the object was likely at an altitude of about 13,000 feet, and not exactly near the ocean's surface. UFOs are always seen at strangely high altitudes, like those that have been spotted over the Kula pyramids. UFO over Kula pyramids. In recent years, there have been some shocking UFO sightings over the Kula pyramids, a lesser-known but historically important pyramid complex that's located at the heart of the Kula region. According to eyewitness accounts, there have been different aerial phenomena, including triangular and diamond-shaped objects hovering slightly above the pyramids. What makes them stranger is the fact that they emit pulsating lights and release smaller orbs that vanish into thin air. One notable sighting was on December 3, 2020, when a large diamond-shaped UFO was observed above the Kula pyramids. Even stranger, it was releasing smaller orbs that disappeared without a trace. The Kula pyramids, though not as renowned as the pyramids of Giza, are believed by some researchers to possess unique energy properties due to their alignment with certain celestial bodies. This has led to speculation that these structures may serve as beacons or energy amplifiers, attracting the attention of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations. These incidents continue to captivate UFO enthusiasts, especially with how it constantly changes. This isn't the only UFO that constantly changed its shape. Ring-shaped, shape-shifting UFO in Vancouver woods. In a remarkable incident that has captivated UFO enthusiasts, a ring-shaped, shape-shifting UFO was reportedly observed in the woods near Vancouver, Canada. Witnesses described the object as a luminous ring that appeared to change shape and size, defying all standard explanations. The sighting occurred during the evening hours, with the object hovering silently above the treetops. Onlookers watched in awe as the UFO actually morphed from a perfect ring into various other forms, like a sphere and a triangular shape. Then it disappeared into the night sky. This event adds to the growing list of unexplained aerial phenomena reported in the Vancouver area. Even stranger, another UFO was spotted over the Sonoran Desert, this one shaped as a disc instead. Disc-shaped UFO in Sonoran Desert. Another strange object that was spotted in the sky was a disc-shaped UFO, which was seen floating above the Sonoran Desert, spanning parts of Arizona and Mexico. The Sonoran Desert has arid landscapes and remote locations and has been the backdrop for multiple UFO sightings over the years. This makes it one of the most interesting places to spot a UFO. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is a video released by filmmaker and journalist Jeremy Corbell in 2020. The footage captures a disc-shaped, unidentified aerial phenomenon moving erratically in the Arizona skies, challenging conventional explanations. As expected from any UFO sighting, some skeptics are arguing that these might be misidentified aircraft due to the dust in the desert or a natural atmospheric phenomenon. But with all the reports that have been released and eyewitness accounts, there's clearly more than meets the eye. While the UFOs in the desert keep on hovering in the sky, one was found in Peru, where it literally crashed near an object. Metallic UFO crashes in Peru found itself at the center of a UFO-related phenomenon when it finally showed UFO evidence that had been hidden for decades. One notable incident happened in 2007 near the village of Caracas, where a chondritic meteorite struck the Altiplano Basin, creating a massive crater as wide as 13.5 meters. Witnesses reported that they saw a luminous fireball, followed by the release of noxious gases and boiling water from the impact site. After further investigations, it was revealed that there were metallic fragments, including iron, nickel, and cobalt, which are found in meteorites. Some locals fell ill after visiting the site, raising some rumors about whether this UFO had contaminated their village. But that wasn't all. In 2023, 2 alleged non-human bodies were presented at the Mexican Congress. They were apparently found in a mine in Cusco, Peru. These mummies exhibited features such as 3-fingered hands, elongated skulls, and lightweight bones. Carbon dating suggested they were over 1,000 years old, and some researchers speculated they had metal implants made of cadmium and osmium. Sometimes UFOs are visible objects that we can see, but other times they might be lights. But UFOs like these are hard to believe when they can be explained by drones and others. What happens when it's not only lights, but actual aliens? Glowing green UFO lights. Las Vegas backyard. In May 2023, a Las Vegas family reported a startling encounter when they observed a glowing green object streaking across the night sky, followed by the appearance of 2 tall, humanoid figures in their backyard. The family described the beings as approximately 8 to 10 feet tall, with large eyes and a grayish-green hue. They claimed to have felt a sense of unease and perceived an energy upon the object's impact. Responding officers captured body cam footage showing a bright green light descending rapidly before disappearing. Later, the family reported seeing shadowy figures moving in their yard, prompting further investigation. Experts analyzed the footage and suggested the presence of cloaking technology, indicating the beings may have been attempting to remain unseen. These have just been aliens who landed in this family's backyard, but they never saw the full evidence. Still, UFO evidence continues to be released, like the last one on our list. Massive disc-shaped UFO flying in formation in Colorado. In a striking 2024 report, a dozen employees at Colorado's Red Rocks Amphitheater described witnessing a massive, disc-shaped UFO hovering silently above the venue. The craft was said to be several hundred yards long, featuring 3 levels of windows resembling a multi-story building. As they observed, the object tilted and slowly moved belly first to the east before vanishing. This sighting adds to a growing list of UFO reports in Colorado. In 2025, a 7-minute video surfaced, capturing a tube-like object hovering and moving erratically over Salida, Colorado, offering compelling footage for UFO enthusiasts. Now that they've finally shown UFO evidence hidden for decades, it seems more true that there's something out there that we have not seen fully yet. Which of these cases do you think has the most evidence? Let's know your thoughts in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.